درس 50.
You don't need to repeat if you don't want to. This means
قدیمی کهنه است.
it's old.
یه ماشین قدیمی.
An old car.
حالا کمتر راه میرم.
I walk less now.
به جاش قهوه میل داری؟
Would you like a coffee instead?
کمی چای میخوام به جای قهوه.
I want some tea instead of coffee.
بدون مادرم.
Without my mother.
بهش عادت دارم.
I'm used to it.
از دوستتون بپرسید ببینید برنامه‌اش واسه این آخر هفته چیه؟
What's your plan for this weekend? What's your plan for this weekend?
آخر این هفته میریم تهران. عملاً داریم میریم.
We're going to Tehran this weekend. We're going to Tehran this weekend.
خیال داریم از اقواممون دیدن کنیم.
We're going to visit our relatives. We're going to visit our relatives.
آخر هفته آینده چی کار میکنی؟ عملاً چی کار داری میکنی؟
What are you doing next weekend? What are you doing next weekend?
خیال دارم مادرمو ببینم.
I'm going to see my mother. I'm going to see my mother.
الان تو شیراز زندگی میکنه.
She lives in Shiraz now.
با قوم خویشامون.
With our relatives. With our relatives.
Ask.
اون کیه؟
Who's that?
اون قوم خویشمه.
That's my relative.
Try to say,
اون یکی از قوم خویشامونه.
That's one of our relatives.
دختر خالمه.
She's my cousin.
قبلنا تو پاریس زندگی میکرد.
She used to live in Paris. She used to live in Paris.
آیا پاریس به اینجا نزدیکه؟
Is Paris close to here? Close to here? Is Paris close to here?
خیلی دور نیست.
It's not very far. It's not very far.
آیا میتونیم با اتوبوس بریم؟
Can we go by bus? Can we go by bus?
جواب مثبت کوتاه.
Yes, we can.
say,
امسال نمیتونیم بریم.
We can't go this year.
ولی شاید سال آینده.
But maybe next year.
بیا بریم یه کافی شاپ.
Let's go to a coffee shop.
کدوم کافی شاپ؟
Which coffee shop?
اون یکی تو وست‌وود.
The one in Westwood. Westwood. The one in Westwood.
یه عالمه مغازه‌های ایرانی اونجا هستن. وجود دارن.
There are a lot of Persian stores there.
کجا؟
Where?
تو وست‌وود.
In Westwood.
بعضی وقتا میرم اونجا.
I sometimes go there.
با کی؟
With whom?
با دوستام.
With my friends.
معمولاً با دوستام میرم اونجا.
I usually go there with my friends. I usually go there with my friends.
قبلاً خیلی مسافرت میکردیم.
We used to travel a lot. We used to travel a lot.
Ask.
آیا هفته گذشته ماشین خریدی؟
Did you buy a car last week? Did you buy a car last week?
جواب مثبت کوتاه.
Yes, I did.
ولی نو نیست.
But it's not new.
قدیمیه. گوش و تکرار.
It's old. It's old.
بگید قدیمیه.
It's old. It's old.
یه ماشین قدیمی خریدم.
I bought an old car. An old car. I bought an old car.
Say.
این خونه قدیمیه.
This house is old. This house is old.
Now say.
قبلاً یه عالمه راه میرفتم.
I used to walk a lot. I used to walk a lot.
ولی دیگه نه.
But not anymore. But not anymore.
حالا کمتر راه میرم. گوش و تکرار.
I walk less now. Less. I walk less now.
بگید حالا کمتر راه میرم.
I walk less now. I walk less now.
Say.
بذار ماشینتو ببینم.
Let me see your car. Let me see your car.
خیلی قدیمی نیست.
It's not very old. It's not very old.
ولی از یه ماشین نو ارزونتره.
but it's cheaper than a new car. It's cheaper than a new car.
آیا از ماشین من قدیمی تره؟
Is it older than my car? Is it older than my car?
نه مال تو قدیمی تره.
No, yours is older. No, yours is older.
Now say,
دوست ندارم تنها مسافرت کنم.
I don't like to travel alone. I don't like traveling alone.
say,
دارم هفته آینده میرم مرخصی.
I'm going on vacation next week. I'm going on vacation next week.
برنامه داریم بریم ایران. عملاً داریم برنامه ریزی میکنیم بریم ایران.
We're planning to go to Iran. We're planning to go to Iran.
ایران قشنگه.
Iran is beautiful.
بچه‌هات باید میرن مگه نه؟
Your children are going with you, aren't they? Your children are going with you, aren't they?
البته.
Of course.
منم دوست دارم برم ایران.
I'd like to go to Iran too.
دوست دارم ایرانم برم.
I'd like to go to Iran too.
شوهرم هم ایرانو دوست داره.
My husband likes Iran too.
دخترمون دوست نداره مسافرت کنه.
Our daughter doesn't like to travel. She doesn't like to travel.
الان منزله.
She's at home now.
وقتی میخوایم همون جایی که هستیم بمونیم، مثلا منزل، شهر، وطن، از هوم استفاده میکنیم. حالا دوستتون میگه اونا هر دوتاشون منزل میمونن.
They're both staying home. They're both staying home.
با دوستاشون.
With their friends. With their friends.
به این مکالمه گوش بدید.
Hi, Sahar.
Hi, Allie. When is your cousin coming to London?
He's coming this weekend.
Is he coming with his family?
No, just his wife. Their children are staying home.
Oh, I see. Do they live close to here?
Yes, they live very close.
Is your mother coming to visit too?
Yes, but she's going to stay with our relatives. We have close relatives here.
Would you like to have some coffee right now?
Not now. Maybe next time.
Okay, see you later.
مجدداً گوش بدید.
Hi, Sahar.
Hi, Allie. When is your cousin coming to London?
He's coming this weekend.
Is he coming with his family?
No, just his wife. Their children are staying home.
Oh, I see. Do they live close to here?
Yes, They live very close.
Is your mother coming to visit too?
Yes, but she's going to stay with our relatives. We have close relatives here.
Would you like to have some coffee right now?
Not now. Maybe next time.
Okay, see you later.
بگید تهران شهر قشنگیه.
Tehran's a beautiful city.
ولی تهران خیلی قدیمی نیست.
But Tehran isn't very old. But Tehran isn't very old.
Now you're in a coffee shop. Say,
یه فنجون چای با قند لطفاً.
A cup of tea with sugar cubes, please. A cup of tea with sugar cubes, please.
متاسفم ما فقط شکر داریم.
I'm sorry, we only have sugar.
قند نداریم.
We don't have any sugar cubes.
در عوض یا جاش قهوه میل داری؟ گوش و تکرار.
Would you like coffee instead? Instead. Would you like coffee instead?
مجددا بپرسید به جاش قهوه میل داری؟
Would you like coffee instead? Would you like coffee instead?
جواب مثبت کوتاه.
Yes, I would.
say,
تو بهتر از من انگلیسی صحبت میکنی.
You speak English better than me.
بهتر از.
Better than.
کمتر از.
Less than. Less than.
now try to say,
من قهوه کمتر از چای میخورم.
I drink coffee less than tea. I drink coffee less than tea.
قبلنا بیشتر قهوه میخوردم.
I used to drink more coffee. I used to drink more coffee.
ولی حالا
But now,
به جاش چای میخورم.
I drink tea instead.
ولی حالا به جاش چای میخورم.
But now I drink tea instead.
ask,
قند دارین؟
Do you have any sugar cubes?
نه ولی به جاش شکر داریم.
No, but we have sugar instead.
پس یه فنجون قهوه بهم بده.
Then give me a cup of coffee.
با شیر و شکر.
With milk and sugar. With milk and sugar.
بگید این شیر مونده است. عملاً قدیمیه، کهنه است.
This milk is old. This milk is old.
Ask.
هنوزم قهوه‌تو میخوای؟
Do you still want your coffee?
جواب مثبت کوتاه.
Yes, I do.
ولی بدون شیر. گوش و تکرار.
But without milk. Without. Without. But without milk.
بگید ولی بدون شیر.
But without milk. But without milk.
Say,
دارم میرم تهران.
I'm going to Tehran.
بدون مادرم.
Without my mother. Without my mother.
مادرم قبلنا خیلی مسافرت میرفت.
My mother used to travel a lot. She used to travel a lot.
ولی حالا زیادی مسنه.
But she's too old now. But she's too old now.
حالا کمتر مسافرت میره.
She travels less now. She travels less now.
به جاش زیاد راه میره. یه عالمه منظور.
She walks a lot instead. She walks a lot instead.
Tell me walking is good for her.
Walking is good for her.
مجددا بگید راه رفتن خوبه واسش.
Walking is good for her.
و بهش عادت داره. گوش و تکرار.
And she's used to it. Used to. She is used to it. And she's used to it.
مجددا بگید بهش عادت داره.
She's used to it. She's used to it.
قبلنا خیلی باش مسافرت میرفتم.
I used to travel a lot with her. I used to travel a lot with her.
ولی حالا
But now,
بدون اون مسافرت میرم.
I travel without her.
ولی حالا بدون اون مسافرت میرم.
But now, I travel without her.
Tell me she's used to staying at home.
She's used to staying at home.
مجددا بگید عادت داره در منزل بمونه.
She's used to staying at home.
try to say,
عادت نداره مسافرت بره.
She's not used to traveling. She's not used to traveling.
عادت داره تنها زندگی کنه.
She's used to living alone. She's used to living alone.
Say,
من قبلا ماشینای قدیمی می‌خریدم.
I used to buy old cars. I used to buy old cars.
ولی حالا
But now,
میخوام یه ماشین جدید بخرم.
I want to buy a new car.
به جای یه ماشین قدیمی. گوش و تکرار.
Instead of an old car. Old car. An old car. Instead of. Instead of an old car.
مجدداً بگید به جای یه ماشین قدیمی.
Instead of an old car. Instead of an old car.
try to ask,
بیا امشب بریم سینما.
Let's go to the movies tonight.
من ترجیح میدم برم کافی شاپ.
I'd rather go to a coffee shop.
یه کافی شاپ نزدیکای اینجا هست. عملاً نزدیک به اینجا.
There's a coffee shop close to here. There's a coffee shop close to here.
try to ask,
کافی شاپی که دفعه قبل دیدیم که مستتره.
The coffee shop we saw last time? The coffee shop we saw last time?
آره.
Yes.
ask,
میل داری یکم چای صرف کنی؟
Would you like to have some tea?
نه، به جاش میخوام قهوه صرف کنم.
No, I want to have coffee instead. No, I want to have coffee instead.
میخوام قهوه بخورم.
I want to drink coffee.
به جای چای.
Instead of tea.
میخوام به جای چای قهوه بخورم.
I want to drink coffee instead of tea.
ولی شیرشون معمولاً مونده است.
But their milk's usually old. But their milk is usually old.
و قهوهشون به اندازه کافی داغ نیست.
And their coffee's not hot enough. And their coffee isn't hot enough.
من عادت دارم چای داغ بخورم.
I'm used to drinking hot tea. I'm used to drinking hot tea.
میتونیم یکم شیر صرف کنیم به جاش.
We can have some milk instead. We can have some milk instead.
say,
اوکی، بیا بریم کافی شاپ. مشخص.
Okay, let's go to the coffee shop.
به خونمون خیلی نزدیکه.
It's very close to our house. It's very close to our house.
باشه ولی بدون مادرم.
All right, but without my mother. All right, but without my mother.
او عادت داره در منزل بمونه.
She's used to staying at home.
Now say,
ما داریم آخر هفته آینده میریم فرانسه.
We're going to France next weekend.
من قبلا تو فرانسه زندگی میکردم.
I used to live in France. I used to live in France.
اونجا اقوام نزدیک دارم.
I have close relatives there. I have close relatives there.
آخرین بار کی دیدیشون؟
When did you see them last time? When did you see them last time?
سال گذشته دیدمشون.
I saw them last year. I saw them last year.
مادرم هم اونجا زندگی میکنه.
My mother lives there too.
ask,
یه نامه به فرانسه چنده؟
How much is a letter to France? How much is a letter to France?
خیلی ارزونه.
It's very cheap.
حالا تمرین تلفظ، گوش و تکرار.
instead, ends, Ted, instead, without, with, out, without, used, I'm used to it. Relatives, close relatives.
حالا بگید من عادت ندارم غذای ایتالیایی بخورم.
I'm not used to eating Italian food. I'm not used to eating Italian food. Ask me what I'm used to eating.
What are you used to eating?
مجددا بپرسید چی عادت داری بخوری؟
What are you used to eating?
عادت دارم غذای ایرانی بخورم.
I'm used to eating Persian food.
پایان درس 50